Hey everyone, welcome back. Since this season of anime has finally come to an end, the summer 2014 season, I decided to do my top 10 summer 2014 anime. Okay, finally, and one of the anime for the fall's already started, which I've reviewed already. That'd be Terraformers. So, yeah, it's coming out kind of late, but who cares? As long as it's here, as long as it's not too late. Number 10 is Tokyo ESP. Although it has a lot of issues, mainly in terms of, I believe, like pacing issues, even for anime only watchers, especially with that season finale. Tokyo ESP has a lot of things going for it, mainly including it being Hamatora done right, as well as the anime X-Men done right. This is the anime X-Men, okay? At least it's the best one I've ever fucking seen. Then again, I've only seen two of them, which people actually call that. That'd be this and Hamatora. Hamatora is shit. This is actually really good. Okay, thus it be appearing on my top 10 summer 2014 anime. Okay. It does have a lot of things going for it, but the reason why it's so low on this list mainly has to do with two things. First off, the pacing issues, which are definitely apparent even for anime-only watchers. Especially with that season finale. And number two is really the characters. I'm not going to complain that they're generic because I hate complaining about that, but they're not all that interesting like most of them aren't anyways. Like even Rinka, who I really liked at first, and I still kind of liked her at the end, she's still not the most interesting character ever. Like, there's not really a whole lot of character development, and the character development that is there, I'm not a really big fan of. But, in fact, I would kind of call it character regression, but whatever. But either way, though, it's still a really good series and worthy of being on my top 10. Number 9 is Zankyo no Terror. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be bitching at me that it's so low on the list. Well, I'm sorry, but it's not the greatest series ever. I mean, I really liked it which is obvious because it's on my list. At all, but it's not a masterpiece like a lot of people seem to claim it is. Not even close. There's so many things that's wrong with this series. Mainly having to do with the fact that it had a really slow start. It took about halfway through the series to get good, which isn't a good thing because it's an 11-episode series, okay? And even after that, there were lots of really slow moments. The two characters, although the two main characters, 9 and 12, although I kind of like them as main characters, they could have used a lot more motive and development. Seriously. They really could have. And this series focuses way too much on using the mystery of what people, or the fact that, there's a mystery here. And people want to know what about, and that's basically the drive of the series. And it's okay to use that tactic, but you will run into issues without fail if that's the only thing that you're using to drag people into the series. And that's what it's doing here, okay? It's really, and it's because of that it's so low on this list, okay? That being said, I really enjoyed it, though. I mean, I did. It's just not the greatest thing ever, okay? Number 8 is Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. Fuck you, manga readers. This is a really fucking good series, especially that season finale. Oh my god, the season finale was so fucking good. So epic. So epic. Tokyo Ghoul. Oh my god. It was such a great series. I cannot wait for season 2. Okay? It had its issues here and there, especially regarding the animation. And there were some moments I felt it could be rushed, I felt it was probably rushed, even as an anime-only watcher. But it's still, I think, a really good series and worthy of being on my list. Number 7 is Fate Kaleid Linear Prisma Ilia of Tui, which is what they called the second season, the number 2 WEI Tui. Yeah. Second season of Fate Kaleid. I cannot wait for the second half of Tui. I really can't. This was really good. Probably better than the first season. Hell, I forget which episode was, like 5 or 6 or maybe it was 7 or something like that. But it was basically the episode that had the most emotion. Entire series where we, learn more about the Holy Grail and we have the emotions with both Ilya and Kuro and whatnot. That episode alone was better than everything in season 1. Plus we have all the other 9 episodes. So yeah, way better than season 1. Fantastic job. Okay. Number 6 is All Haru Ride, also known as Blue Spring Ride. One of the best romance anime I have ever seen. Period. Kind of bummed out that I did have a few issues with the conclusion, which is why it's not higher up on the list. If the conclusion was perfect, it would have been quite a bit higher up on this list for me. But that being said, it was still a great series, okay? Like, because it didn't not only focused with the romance between Futaba and Ko, but also a love triangle that Yuri was involved in there. Not to mention, it was big on discussing friendships and whatnot too, which it also did very well. And everything was just melded together to form a great series. Number 5 is All Noah Zero. Yes. Season 2 airing in the winter. I can't fucking wait. Seriously, this series started out for me kind of okay-ish. Like, I didn't think it was fantastic at first, except for, like, the end of the first episode. That ending scene of the first episode was fucking amazing. But other than that, the rest of the first episode and a few episodes after that, I didn't think it was anything amazing, okay? It wasn't anything that gripped me right away. But eventually it did, and that conclusion is one of the biggest dick conclusions I've ever seen in an anime conclusion ever. Seriously, I'm glad that... it'd be even worse if a Season 2 hadn't yet been confirmed. But it has, for the winter of 2015. So now we have to wait that fucking long, sure. But anyways, I'm still glad that Season 2 is coming out. I can't fucking wait for it, like, really. It's gonna be so fucking amazing. And yeah. Can't wait, All Noah Zero. Anyways, number 4 is Sabagebu. This slaps probably one of the funniest, might be the funniest slapstick comedy that I've ever seen. Not really slapstick comedy, but probably the funniest comedy one of the funniest comedies I've ever seen in anime, period. Oh my god. Like, all of the sexist jokes, all of the S&M jokes especially. It's like, everything in here, like, I'd be hard pressed to think of an episode in here where I didn't laugh my ass off at least once, okay? That's how fucking amazing it was. Speaking of amazing comedies, also my 2 favorite characters, Urara and Mikorina, okay? Seriously. The S&M duo, as I like to fucking call them. Anyways, number 3 is Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, also known as Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Speaking of comedies, probably my favorite anime comedy ever. Or if not, then it's definitely high up there, okay? I laugh my ass off many times in every single episode. Dear God. The comedy was done so well. I really want there to be a Season 2 in the future. Like, this series has got to have a Season 2 in the future. Seriously. Oh, it was so fucking good. Like, oh god. Let's just move on. Number 2 is Sword Art Online 2. I know it's still ongoing, but they are doing an amazing job. And today, episode 13 aired, which I'm pretty sure the Phantom Bullet arc's almost done. Then they can move on into the next arc. Seriously, like, if you've watched my channel by now, then you should know how much of a huge SAO fanboy I am. No, I do not read the light novels, by the way. Anime only watcher. I am one of the hugest SAO fanboys you could ever fucking meet. I loved Season 1. And if you watch my review of Season 1, or you watch the What We've Watched that I did where I mentioned it earlier this year, or you've watched any of my 13 at this point so far SAO2 reviews, then you know that yes, I am in love with Sword Art Online. I'm not going to deny my fanboyism, okay? I'm really not. I'm going to hold it with pride. So fucking amazing. I cannot wait for the series to continue. And number 1 is Akame ga Kill, another anime that's still ongoing, but I don't care. It's so amazing, I have to put it on this list. I was skeptical going into the series. Why? Because I've heard from a lot of people that the manga sucked. Although now that I'm watching anime, there's lots of people telling me the manga rocks. But before I went into the series, I could not find anywhere that told me that. All I could find was people telling me the manga sucked. And so I was really skeptical going into the series, but I'm so glad that I did. Because Akame ga Kill is great, okay? Dear God, like, aside from a few really questionable things that, like, you know, Esdeath, she's very questionable. Other than that, I think that Akame ga Kill is amazing, and I cannot wait for it to continue tomorrow. Actually, at least at the time of recording this, so it'll probably go up before tomorrow as well. So yeah, tomorrow is when episode 13, I want to say, comes out. So yes, but anyways, that was my top 10 summer 2014 anime. Lots of great anime this season. Granted, we did have the stinkers as well. I'm not gonna lie there. They were around. But there was still a lot of great anime this season. I cannot wait to really dive into the fall season because there's lots of anime that I'm definitely looking forward to for it. But anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These after guys, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.